All right, so as you can tell from the intro, I get a little bit frustrated with all of the leaves. We've got so many big trees around here, and they just dump leaves this time of year. And so I was looking for an option, some sort of an alternative to the traditional raking. I've been paying neighborhood kids the last couple of years, and this year I just wanted to do it myself. So I looked for that robotic lawn sweeper, and I got lucky because I found a lawn sweeper that's also a wireless robot mower as well, and that's the Yuka right here. Now this is a 3D series, and I showed you really quickly in the intro as well which model I did get. I wanted the good model, I wanted the best one I could get, and I wanted this bag right here. And as you can tell, I just unboxed it, so there's a little bit of setup. This is pretty much all set already. Now this is the mower itself. You can get it with or without the lawn sweeper if you just want a good mower. And underneath here you can see it does have a 3-wheel with a pivot wheel right here, so that way it can just turn on a dime. It doesn't miss any spots. It also has smart technology. It's got some eyes right here, the camera up front as well. That way it can dock itself nicely. It has an emergency shut off, different levels right here. A knob right here on the unit is super nice to be able to change your level as well. A lot of people like that rather than having to use the app. And what I really like a lot about this is these big tires. So, I mean, you are able to, and just to give you a look at this, it's actually a pretty big unit, but it's not all that heavy. But as you can tell, those are huge tires. So that's going to be able to get you over different terrain. And I've got a lot of hills around here. I've got some interesting terrain that normally lawnmowers, robotic lawnmowers like this can't get to. They get stuck. So hopefully this doesn't. And I am really excited about this. And as you can see, this comes pretty much assembled. This is going to take a little bit. It shouldn't take too long here. It's got a counterweight. It's got a power supply I have to connect, a handle, and you've got your bag. So it should only take a few minutes. I won't bore you with the build of that. So I'll go ahead and build this together, and then I will show it in action. Over here is the docking station. You've got your satellite right here. Now this is the RTK, and it does come with a huge pole. I did get the wall mount as well. So I'm going to be able to mount it onto a wall rather than just straight up in the middle of a field. I think it'll get better if it's on the roof. A little better signal, especially out here. I do have an accessory kit. I have a power supply right here, and then I have your instructions. Instructions are really important, guys, because there's a little bit of a setup with this. Shouldn't take too long. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the setup process. I'm going to put this together. I'm going to put it on here. I'll show you what it looks like. We're going to pick up those leaves. We're going to get rid of the leaves right now, and I might as well just set the boundary and mow my whole yard for me. Do it both. Shouldn't take too long. Let's have some fun. All right, as you can see, this thing is totally built, ready to go. So now all I have to do is just create a path. This is wireless. That means I don't have to have wires in the ground. I literally just drive it along the path that I want it to mow. In this case, it'll be this front yard. And then I'm going to tell it where to take all of the clippings. Now this is a lawn sweeper and also a lawn mower. So it's going to pick up whatever level I set this at, and literally just push it in and rotate it whatever level I want, and it will mow at that level. It'll take those grass clippings and it will go to a designated area, self-dump, and then continue on its path. Pretty darn cool. So let's go ahead, set the perimeter, and let's get to mowing. Let's get rid of all these leaves today. Let's go. All right, so I'm about 15 minutes in, and as you can see here, it is picking up a lot of these leaves. It's going to do another pass. I have it set for 3 passes, so it's going to pick up all of these leaves, and as you can tell, there's a lot of leaves here. This is probably going to be about a 4-hour project just because of the size of the area and how many leaves and how many times it has to go to dump it. So this is going to be quite a project, but you know what? I'm not doing it. This guy's doing it, and I appreciate it. Let me give you my final thoughts. So as you can tell here, I didn't quite finish. I actually stopped it at the 1.5-hour mark because I wanted to get this video done before the sun set, and it's just about to set. It was a total process of about 4 hours to do what I did here, but that also includes the setup and everything. There is an update I had to do both with the firmware on the unit and with the RTK satellite. So it was a bit of a setup process. The total setup was probably about an hour, and then I ran the mower maybe 2.5 hours, and then setup and all that stuff, bringing it to its location and all of that did take a little bit of time. But that's not bad, guys, because once that initial setup happens and you set your boundary areas, now I just have to say mow. In fact, you can connect this to your Google devices, your Amazon devices, so I could just say mow my yard and it will mow my yard. But I gotta say, I am incredibly impressed with this. The only thing that I don't like about these robotic mowers compared to a traditional mower is the mow size. So the lines are about this wide on this unit, And I like to have wider lines. The only way you're going to get that is one of those big old mowers or a ride-on mower. But to be able to pick up all these leaves and deposit them for you in a location that you want, this is pretty impressive. And I absolutely love this mammotion. I got the Yuka 2000, the 3D 2000. So it was kind of their higher end one because I wanted a bigger range. As you can tell, I've got a pretty big yard here. And I'm going to continue it going after I'm done with this video. I'm just going to hit resume on my phone, and it's going to get the rest of the leaves over here, the rest of the leaves over here, deposit them, mow the rest of it to the level that I want. Such an easy process, guys. This is so much better than raking. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Any questions about this product, feel free to reach out to me, or I will put links to this down in the description section, and they have all kinds of videos, help tutorials, and a chat that you can chat directly with them if you do have any questions. But I love it, guys. The Yuka makes great products, and this right here, the lawn sweeper, it's one of a kind. Love it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again. Bye.